Now you're tagging me and I'm sharing this, right?
Oh shit. So that way. This is why we need an engineer. What's up, everybody? Good morning. I mean, good evening.
Not good morning.
Good evening, right?
Good evening. Yes,
Good evening.
it's 7:19.
It's 7:19. Sorry for the tardiness. Welcome to the Devil and His Advocate. I'm your boy Q, and
I'm your boy Seek the Poet.
welcome to the show. Because we got some shit to talk about tonight. We got some shit to talk about, and it's gonna be a great show. Listen, do me a favor, definitely if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We do appreciate all of that good stuff that you are doing. Share this podcast with any and everybody that you see and love, hate, can relate to, anything like that. Go ahead and share the show, because we sure appreciate it. So what's going on, man? How you doing? It's good to see your face in the place.
It's good to be seen. They say it's good to be seen when you ain't been seen in a while. It's good to be seen, man. So much happens, so much goes on in these weeks, month, days, hours, seconds. So much goes on. So it's good to be seen. Good to see you too, sir.
I appreciate
We
it,
got
man.
a lot to talk about tonight.
Oh shit.
A lot to talk about tonight. A lot of shit that's been going on. A lot of opinions. A lot of shit that we gonna have to get off our chest.
We're gonna have to get off our chest, like for real, 'cause some shit don't make sense to me.
Clearly.
Some shit don't make sense to me. And listen, I'm so sorry if you think it don't make sense, but it just don't make sense. Do us a favor, like I said, we want you to go ahead and drop your comments. We do appreciate you. Drop your comments. Do that for us real quick. Do us a favor, also be 21 and up to participate and interact in these conversations. Please do that. Drop your comments. Like I said, we'll be accepting more of your letters and things of that nature. Actually at imashicast@gmail.com. And we welcome your letters as well on this show. Definitely we'll read them, and talk about them or whatever the case is. But listen, I put a disclaimer out there the last time, man. Like when y'all send us a letter, send us a letter that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to be bothered with none of y'all letters and stuff like that that don't make no sense. So we don't want to have to pick apart your letter, that kind of deal. So make sure you do that for us. We should appreciate it. Let me see real quick. I am sharing this broadcast. Bro, I actually send it to you on Messenger, but I'm gonna see if I can tag you as well in it. So that way, while I'm sharing it, it is definitely you can get to it. But I did send it to you, but let me see. I'm not gonna do that. I'm working. Yeah, share it because that's what I'm doing too. Y'all share. Thank you, YouTube. We appreciate you, YouTube. YouTube.
We appreciate you, YouTube.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Y'all come on in. We're gonna start it in just a second. We're just doing some producer stuff.
We are hoping that in the future, we won't have to be doing all of this.
It's gonna happen.
Somebody's gonna be doing this for us.
It's gonna have to happen. Yes, I know you're 21. We appreciate you being 21. Thank you, Kenesha. Appreciate you being 21 because now, nigga, you older than 21. I ain't gonna do my sister like that. So, like I said, welcome to the show. Welcome to Devil and His Advocate. We should appreciate you and all that good stuff. All right. So, real quick, man. I guess. Oh, well, let me do this real quick. Tomorrow morning at 9:00 in the morning. Sorry, my bad. At 9:00 in the morning. Please catch us for MTG Live. We're gonna be doing our series, What Do Women Really Want? Episode number 3. And tomorrow we're gonna be talking about romance. Now, listen, I know that there's so much to pick apart about relationships. Why you're not compatible, who lies, all this kind of stuff. Why you don't love me no more.
He'll be on this shit. I was talking to a friend of mine this past weekend, and I'm just thinking, and we're talking about the podcast and just the idea of what happens on podcasts, and it's such a big thing for people to talk about relationships, and I'm trying to figure out why. Goodness gracious! I mean, is it that bad out here? Where y'all just need to be booed up with somebody? Is it that bad out here where y'all need to be booed up with somebody? Just live your life.
There you go. So you're gonna start.
Live your life, and maybe that person will come. But all of this talking about romance, man, shut up.
Romance is beautiful,
man. Fuck romance. I'm so sick of that shit, man.
You sick of romance? Bro?
Oh my God, I'm so over it. I think I'm just maybe I'm in my old man stage. I ain't trying to romance you, first of all. Too much work.
What is going on with you? Sir, who hurt you? What is wrong?
I mean, it's true that there may be some hurt there, but it's also frustration. It's also wisdom as well. There's a lot. Where there is any pain, if you have grown from that pain or kind of worked through the traumas of that pain, there is wisdom there. I honestly think that that whole romance thing, it's just like a buzzword. Like niggas just want to.
Kanisha says, but it's good to have someone to wake up to. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I said romance. I'm talking about straight romance. I ain't really talking about like relationships and stuff like that. But sometimes you can have a certain romantic gesture kind of deal. I like certain romantic things. Now listen, I ain't trying to romance every motherfucker I come across. Because some motherfuckers don't deserve romance. But a little romantic gesture every now and then is pretty cool.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, people make it their lives. Like, this is what I need.
That's the mission.
This is what I want.
Got to have it.
Got to do this, and it's like, man, shut the fuck up, man. Like,
got to have it. Got to have it.
I mean, I just don't want to sound cynical. I just don't want to sound cynical. However, this is, I mean, maybe I need to be a part of this conversation tomorrow because.
Oh, hell no. Hell to the no.
I'm sick of it, man. I'm just like, God damn, look at me in 2025. Romance yourself.
Okay, because Cassie's gonna be on tomorrow. Cassie Gregory. That's my little sister.
Oh, Cassie. I may have to pop in. I work tomorrow, but I may have to pop in.
Pop in and watch.
Just to watch and be in the comments with my negative vibes. I'm over it. And I'm sure Cassie gonna have a lot to say. She diva number one. She is diva number one. So I'm sure she's going to have a lot to say. I'm sure Mo is going to have a lot to say.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Now Mo actually been kind of quiet lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I said, don't nobody want to hear what the fuck you got to say. Shut up.
Wait a minute, Don.
Yeah.
Don't be talking to Mo like that.
Yeah, shoot. But you have Mo talk to me every show.
Man, don't be talking to Mo.
Man, shoot. Nah, Mo been good, man. She been doing good. She actually's been meshing, with the other lady, and I'm glad for that. She's the auntie of the show.
Man, look, I think it was the last time y'all was on. I was like, oh, all these damn women popping up on this show. What the fuck? I mean, you had at least about 7 boxes.
Arrays of women, because it's what they really want. And so when we talk about, and I actually learned a couple of things, I really did learn, no matter what facet in your life between male or female, whether you are frenemy, relationship, whatever, men and women don't communicate well at all. We just don't. I mean, now if we give a specific instruction,
it's kind of like that Venus and Mars thing. It's kind of like she wants you to read her mind, and he wants you to leave him the fuck alone.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I shouldn't have to read your mind. You need to tell me what you want, but you still want to play motherfucking games. It's like, no, I'm not playing cat and mouse with you. I'm not playing cat and mouse with you.
Go
period.
away.
Tell me what you want. I'm gonna do exactly what you want, and that's gonna be it. No. But listen. I am on a bit cynical tip tonight, just because I'm so sick of these goddamn relationship podcasts. They wear me out. They
do.
Really do.
They do wear you out.
And then the main one really that's falling apart now. Everybody leaving it and everything. I think it's a podcast called Tonight's Conversation. The whole huge. Just the whole platform of relationship tips, that they got an app. They are traveling the world. Everybody's leaving it.
I was say, yeah, because that show is like collapsing, like right in front of everybody.
It's like crumbling down. It's like, what the hell? Everybody. Now, of course, the moderator, the host, everybody on that podcast, they have some amazing things to talk about. However, something is always going on behind the scenes. It's like, what the fuck is going on behind the scenes where you can't? It's like that crabs in a barrel type attitude towards or off us. Let me say crabs in a barrel type attitude for us when something is actually popping off.
Right.
And not everybody got something to say.
Everybody, my issue is like everybody has to be the fucking boss. Now, and in their scenario, I think that each one of them had something to offer, and then the live shows that they were creating and everything that they had going on. But see, what happens is that some people, they don't understand the difference between real shit and entertainment. Sometimes, when you get caught up in a whole lot of shit or whatever, you say, yeah, this is what I believe, and this is what I believe, and all that kind of shit.
True.
And then all of a sudden, you see this motherfucker doing what the hell he doing or whatever. And it's like, but that ain't what you said last night. Okay, but that was for the show. That was for the damn show. I mean, look, a lot of times, a lot of people, they are not authentic. And if you're not authentic by the way that you behave, by what you say that you're supposed to be an expert in, then why the hell should I be authentic behind the scenes? I mean,
I get that too. What's crazy to me about the whole idea is for you, don't be authentic, claim to be authentic on the show, and then once the show is done, you some other motherfucker.
Right.
That would piss me off too. You know what I'm saying? So be authentic if that's who you are. Like, if that's who you are, be authentic.
Right.
But what's interesting about some of the people, some of the hosts now that's now speaking out, of course they're gonna build their own platforms now too, and people gonna come over there. Everybody's gonna split up, and now just all of this shit is just crumbling apart, and everybody want to tell their side of the story. So you wait till this time. Like, what is it about this time that has you so anxious now to tell your story?
Right.
Like, that couldn't have been nothing that happened up until you either being fired or leaving the show or this, that, and other. That was no way that it could actually be a thing. Like, I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand that sometimes things it's time to end. It's time to transition. Time to go somewhere else. But this was some fuck shit.
Some fuck shit.
This literally was some fuck shit that happened. People got in their feelings. People got in their own way. And there was no way to come back from that. Now you don't even have tonight's conversation anymore.
Right, exactly.
You don't even have it no more. Like every moderator.
Mm-hmm.
Even the old moderators are now making TikTok videos of what was happening back then. It's like, so you motherfuckers actually had Iyanla Vanzant on your show?
What? Iyanla Vanzant
You actually had Iyanla Vanzant on your show speaking about relationships when y'all's motherfucking relationships was falling apart? Come on, man. Come on. Man.
Let's fuck it. Okay, so you got your pad.
I do have my pad here.
I appreciate it because
it's just I just made a screensaver so we can stay on the agenda. But we off already. That wasn't even
oh shit! I was supposed to cue the videos.
That
Damn
wasn't
it.
even it.
Man, I could I do it real quick? I mean, I could, but we can just talk about it. Fuck it. So so what's first on the agenda?
First on the agenda is Marvin Sapp ass.
Oh shit.
Marvin Sapp ass. We finna take a drink. We about to talk about Marvin Sapp's ass.
Now we got to administer the oath because these are the cups of truth.
This is the cup of truth. We promise to tell the truth, the whole truth. So help us
be the devil's advocate.
Be the devil's
Salud.
advocate. Salud.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that bad. I was a bit scared there.
Man. Let's do it.
Since Q is a preacher.
Bootleg preacher.
Since Q is a preacher, we're gonna let him start. We're gonna let him start us off in this conversation about the incomparable, the amazing, because I love Marvin Sapp. I love Marvin Sapp as a gospel artist. I don't know him as a preacher. The man with a gospel and R&B voice.
Man, I don't even know why you doing this.
Marvin Sapp.
Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna pull it up.
Locked his church doors.
Wow. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just want
Marvin Sapp locked his church door, told the ushers to close the door.
Close the door.
Close the door. Don't move.
Door.
Listen.
Over there.
There's 20 of y'all in here that got $1,000. There's 1,000 of y'all in here that got $20. Mm-hmm. We need to raise $40.
Okay, so let's do this because I got the video ready. I'm gonna play the video. It's only a short, so it's not gonna be that long. We play the video, and then when we do,
if you would have wasted my drink, man.
Clumsy, motherfucker! I'm so clumsy today. Everything's clumsy. Okay, so we're gonna play the video. After we play the video, then y'all let us know what you think. But we're gonna talk about it, of course. So let's do this.
Let's talk about it.
Let's do this. So I'm gonna do this. And so Mamara's like, moderate, like, what is you doing? What is he doing? How he doing that? How he doing that? I know she's doing it. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Now check this out and make sure I got the sound on. It's ready. All right, here we go. Check this out.
Doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. I just think $20 is a lot of money.
He told the preachers to give
$20, believe it or not, when my late wife, Melinda P. Sapp, was alive, was a good date. I could take her to the movies, buy a box of popcorn, get 1 soda, 2 straws.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't cheating. That's swag. I was looking in her eyes. She's looking in mine.
Not even when she was alive.
Don't do it.
Can't do that no
She been gone for a minute, but she ain't.
Now everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. I got you.
He said cost.
So put your 20 away, preachers.
Oh shit. Damn. We had enough of that. We've had enough of that. We've had enough of that. So as a preacher, okay, I understand both sides of the coin. Both sides of the coin. All right. One side of the coin, I understand that ministry needs money to work. Ministry has to have money.
Did he ever say what the money was for?
Hang on. I ain't that. Can I get there? I said two sides of the damn coin.
Okay.
I know I'm long-winded, but I'm gonna cut this shit down just a little bit. So two sides of the coin. Ministry needs money to work, no matter if whatever the specific $40,000 was for, if it was for the building, if it was for the children's ministry, whatever it was for, pay the mortgage, whatever. That it takes that amount of money to do that, or some amount of money to do that. Now, whether if his church had been giving, or if they saw a decrease in the giving, the reason why he came up with the sum of $40,000 is still up for question, because nobody knows this $40,000. All right. So typically, preachers give more because you are, and he's not lying when he says it costs you to sit up here. Now, when I was in ministry, a lot of different times when you are at different places, different churches and stuff like that, they'll ask the congregation to give $5. Preachers, you give $20 to $100 or whatever it is. It always happens that way. Make sure y'all drop your comments.
Are the preachers on payroll?
Hang on. No, hell no. I mean,
so the preachers are not on payroll.
I mean,
they are expected to give more because they are preachers.
Well, depending on the size of the ministry, they may have certain preachers on payroll. Okay. Like minister of music or whatever they're calling them now. That person may get paid a salary kind of deal, something like that. Or
I'm really playing the devil's advocate because I'm a little preacher too. So
yeah. So after that, so after that particular piece of it, okay, because again, ministry needs money to work. There are certain members of certain churches. Well, hell, across the board in Christianity, the Baptist Church, Church of God in Christ, Apostolic, if you're in leadership, you are prone to pay more money because you're in leadership. And because you're in leadership, you have to set the example for the people to give.
Okay.
All right.
He didn't. He didn't pull out of his pocket and say, I'm writing $1,000. I mean, he didn't say, it's gonna start with me. I'm giving $1,000 tonight, and I want 20 people online to give $1,000, and I want 100 people in here to give 20. I mean, it's gonna start with me.
I mean, but why would I give $1,000? And I got, you just said a second ago that I love Mama Sapp. I ain't got to give you.
I don't give a damn.
He had 1,000 people watching.
I love Marvin Sapp. I love his voice. I love his testimony. I love the way he preached. I love the way he sings. Absolutely. Yeah, but that don't mean a damn thing when you sitting up here telling me or asking me to give $100, and you didn't say give $1,000, and you didn't say you was gonna start it out. I mean, I'm gonna start this giving off, and I understood that you are the pastor of this church. However, you still, if you expect your leaders to lead by example, they need to expect their leader to lead by example. I'm still waiting for him to say.
And then even saying that we don't know what he's done behind closed doors.
It don't matter what he's done behind closed doors because he's asking everybody else.
Oh, well, let me say this. What he's done when he's not live or what he's done previous. He may have said those words before. Hell, I don't know. But we don't know. But it's the other side of the coin. The other side of the coin is, number one, I have been in places that they say, close the door. I have. So when he said that, it wasn't anything new to me. I've seen that shit before. I've seen it.
Which is true. And I have seen it too. The understanding by what I've witnessed when they say close the door is the idea you're walking, we are having a sacred moment, close those doors so that these people understand they cannot keep moving like that.
Well,
you need to go sit down.
Offering is supposed to be one of the most sacred things.
Which is true.
Giving.
That's why. And here's another thing too. That's why it's not unusual to you and I, because we have sat in pews on stages, in rows with ministers, where the offering is going on, and you know you're not supposed to move. People are moving around in the church. Close those doors. So I get that from a church boy's perspective. I get that from a church going perspective. However, when you have motherfuckers in the church that just got to pull out their phones, got to record, got to send it out, got to post it, it's like, man, you got to be careful about what you say and you do in these pulpits. This is not me taking up for Marvin Sapp. This is me understanding it from both sides of the coin. First of all, you didn't say I'm gonna leave this off with $1,000 because I'm a leader.
All right. Okay.
You started with the people in the pews. It don't matter.
Okay.
If you are the leader and you expect the ministers that you lead to give, they need to see what you do. You should have started it up.
You know what? The reason why I'm chuckling is because I agree with you 600,000%. However, he's Marvin Sapp.
Who gives a damn?
But you don't give a damn.
Yeah, exactly.
But they give a damn. That's the reason why.
How?
That's the because
clearly the motherfucker who posted this online didn't give a damn and found it an issue.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it because if there's an issue, I have an issue with it. I do have an issue with it, but I'm just giving you.
I actually don't have an issue.
I got an issue with it. Let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I got an issue with it.
Why?
I have an issue with that because even though, like you say, as a church boy, we have seen this shit before.
True.
And it's out of respect of the pastor's authority. The reason why he could say close the doors. I mean, what y'all looking at? Close the doors.
It's actually kind of disrespectful for you to get up and start walking in this time.
No, the fuck it ain't. No,
it
the fuck
is
it's not.
disrespectful.
I'll get up and walk when the fuck I want to.
No,
during prayer, during baptism, whenever I want to walk, I'm gonna walk.
In moments in the church,
Hell
you
no.
understand this as a lay member in the church. It is disrespectful for you to get up and start walking willy-nilly, whether it's time for you, whether you don't want to be a part of this part of the service or whatever the case may be. You know that it's disrespectful.
Let me tell you something. I'm the devil today. I don't give a goddamn. When I want to walk, I walk. But
clearly that's what other people has that same thought process, that same perspective.
But see, that's the thing, because at the end of the day, you're my pastor. Now, if you say, please close the doors or please have a seat.
No.
Hell yeah. Because let me tell you why. Because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is you're still going to want people to respect you.
So you're trying to say that he was rude in the fact of saying, please close those doors.
No, I'm not saying he was rude, but let me tell you where he went wrong at. What he went wrong at for me was when he said we need $40,000. Okay, close the doors. Now, in my mind, you knew you needed $40,000 before you even got to that place. Okay. See, I because I think a little different. So if you need 40 grand, 40K, make that known up front. Don't just
so okay, go ahead and finish.
So make that known up front. There are a lot of people, a lot of pastors that get up in front of the congregation before they even get to offering. And they'll say, hey, listen, y'all, we got XYZ, that we need to get done. We need to raise $40,000 today. So today, during offering, if you can, ministers, give XYZ. Everybody else in the pews, those y'all watching online, I need y'all so a $20 seat. Okay, there's a way that you ask people for money. There's a way that you give, because we are in a treacherous economy right now. And we are in a treacherous economy right now. And I bet you, there is somebody in that fucking audience that has an issue paying some kind of bill that they need their $20.
Then they don't give.
Then you don't give. But at the same time, if I don't have it to give, you're not gonna keep me from walking, because at the end of the day, when offering comes, church over.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Church is over for me.
I get it. So I understand what you're saying, but the concept of it doesn't resonate with me.
Why not?
You are at church. It is offering time. You don't have no money to give.
It's offering time.
It's offering time. You don't have any money to give. That don't mean it's time for you to get up and leave.
Yes, it is.
Because you don't have any money to give. You sit your
Yes,
ass
yeah,
there
it
until
is.
it's over.
No, hell no. I'm
You
not.
sit your ass.
No, I'm not.
Why at offering
Because
you
I'm
want to
ready
get
to
up
go.
and leave the church?
Because I'm ready to go. Because I'm ready to fucking go. And
I
if
get it.
if
Okay.
I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
it's
just saying,
if I'm ready to go, I'm ready
I
to go.
understand that. It just don't. But then leave before offering.
I have to leave. I leave when I get ready. I leave. Listen, when you go downstairs, your car don't crank until you turn the key or push the button. That's what I'm saying.
Again, I say it's disrespectful.
Okay.
As what is it called?
It is disrespectful. It's rude as fuck.
Church, as it is church decorum. This is not unusual to you. You know when offering time happens. If you know that offering is coming up, leave before that time. If you don't have any money to give, okay, you don't have any money to give. This is about you feeling a way that you don't have any money to give. And then you disrespecting the order of the church.
But even if I had it to give, I'll leave. I mean, even
so then
just saying. I mean, if I had to give,
so then you're disregarding church decorum.
I just get up and go when I get
then
ready.
You're disregarding church decorum. Just say you like you said. I get up and leave when I want to.
I leave. I don't give a shit.
Again, Pastor Marvin said, close the doors.
Close the door. Now you say he didn't say lock the doors. He said close the door. He said lock them.
He said close the doors because people are now moving around. This is not the time to move around.
That ain't what he said.
But you know, I'm saying it because that is what is implied.
So why?
There's no reason for him to say close the doors if it's not implied. You niggas is moving around. I know what y'all doing. Close those doors.
Okay,
But even with them closing the doors, don't mean that I'm going to give you any money. Yes, close the doors. It's out of respect for what this is your leader.
Okay, you make a good point. But as a leader, this is not no new shit. You I get where you coming from, but if a person has to tell somebody close the doors, that means that they've been doing that shit on a regular. That's why I say
that means no. That means that here we are again. I am standing up. I've already told y'all, you've been in the church all your life. You know what's coming up, and now you want to get up and move. Okay. It's disrespectful to the order of the church.
Okay.
Period. It is disrespectful to the order of the church. And this is coming from somebody who don't go to church. But I've been in church all my life, so I understand it from that perspective. Close the doors so that we can get this $40,000. Now the thing about
see, you proving my point. You know you're proving my point, right?
I understand, but he said close doors so we can get this $40,000. Even if you can't pay into this $40,000,
he didn't say that.
Even if you can, no, he didn't. I'm saying that. Even if you can't pay into the $40,000, at least respect the decorum. At least have some decorum to church, to how the church actually works, the process and how which they worship. It is a worshiping moment. That's all I'm saying, man.
I'm with you.
They exploited this man.
I didn't.
But this took me back to something else that happened. I think it was with Kim Burrell.
Oh, boy.
When Kim Burrell did some crazy shit, said some crazy shit at that church, and they put her ass on the internet, and it went viral. Mm-hmm. And y'all heard this shit before.
No, you heard it before.
You know you heard it before. I ain't never liked it. You ain't never had to like it. But now we have access to the internet. So now this woman is exposed. Kim don't go.
She don't even care, you know.
But at the end of the day, you have to, I think, as pastors, as people who lead churches, you have to be mindful because you sometimes you're not going to always be able to fall back on the idea like this is church decorum. This is how we are in the church. I want that to be the way, but it ain't going to be like that because it's so. First of all, church is going to shit. You sitting up here asking for $40,000 now. We don't know if the church has had a newsletter go out. This is what we are working towards. This is what we need. And they haven't been paying into it or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. We are living, and then the whole idea of, we walk by faith, not by sight. We believe in, miracles from heaven and all of this stuff going on when people are literally suffering in this economy. Mm-hmm. And you have the audacity to say close the door so I can raise for what?
For what?
To make sure that people in your church have groceries? Is it going towards a pantry? Is it going towards community work? What is it going towards, sir?
That's why they're walking. That's why they're walking. That's why I say that's why they're walking. You hit the head. I mean, hit the nail right on the damn head. That's why they're walking. They're walking because people are suffering, people are hurting, and they're tired of giving out of an abundance to see nothing happen. I give myself a clap on that one. Woohoo! Nobody has time for that. That's why I say it's time to go. I understand.
My ears are too big, I think. Yeah, my ears are too big.
I'll say it again.
My ears are too big. My thing keeps falling. It's okay.
You
Go
got
ahead.
You got Dumbo ears?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, it's people are tired. They are so fucking tired, of giving every time you turn around. Just like Pastor Keon Henderson. Yes, he got on Pastor Bryant's podcast. Pastor Bryant, took empathy with him because he has a big church. And like I said, larger churches have that capability of raising that kind of money. But see, when it comes to people and that they're hurting and that they're suffering, and the fucking government that we are living in at this particular time, folks, is like, you know what? He say it's offering time. It's time for me to go. I don't give a damn what I was raised to do. I'm just to be the fuck up out of here because
so
I
what you come to church for? What you come to church for?
I came to church for whatever the fuck purpose I want to.
No. What did you come to church for?
Well, I didn't come to church
because what happens is that the pastor thinks that he is doing his job. You came there to eat off. The pastor says that you are coming here to eat off of a word that God has given to me. So you're coming here.
Yeah.
You're coming here. I'm doing all the work. You reaping the benefits of it. You going home full, excited, hopeful, prayerful, whatever. After I done sweated my whole being out.
That's one side of it.
Give towards
that's one side of it. That's one side of it. But we talking about Marvin Sapp. I done preached to y'all. I done did all this that you said. Now I got a new song that's supposed to stream. I got a fucking movie, which the hell I don't understand.
I'm gonna tell you what TD Jake said. I'm gonna tell you what TD Jake said.
Well, what did he say?
TD Jake said you have to have multiple streams of income.
Yes, you do.
Let me tell you this.
But he was that before he was a pastor.
Let me tell you this. He was a who?
He was a singer before
Marvin
he was a
singer before he was a pastor. This is true. This is true. So whatever he does outside of him pastoring, that is his stream of income. That's his.
Okay.
So him as a pastor has to run this church, and whatever amount of money that looks, whatever he needed it for, I'm just really being a devil's advocate.
Yeah, I don't know whatever the money. I'm coming at you second.
Whatever monies that he needed for, I am hoping that the monies are going towards the need of the church and the people that's there. We are living in a time now where niggas cannot be giving you $1,000 for what? For what?
Okay, now you just said
something. I can't even give you $20.
You just said something. You said earlier that they should lead by example. Now, I'm gonna throw something out there. My father in the ministry, Pastor Paul Andrew, I can call his name for a second. At that time, Landrew never took a salary, but he gave more than anybody, and I know that for a fact. I know he gave more than anybody. Hold on, well, hang on just a second. Now, you just said this man, to live in this economy because of who he is, we all have to have different streams of income coming in.
True.
If you have a steady stream of income off of songs you done made in the fucking 80s, okay, that you're still getting paid from, that you're still making money from, you have books, you got a movie, which I don't understand why Marvin Sapp got a movie, and I don't care what the hell you say, I don't understand why he got a movie. I don't understand that, but whatever. He is a testimony, fine, okay. But damn, how many? The Clark sisters deserve a movie. Where's the Pace sisters? They deserve a movie. Hell, I give Kirk Franklin a movie over Marvin Sapp. That's just because he changed the way gospel music looks in the 90s. He completely changed the way that gospel music looks. And then anyway, that's another conversation. We can talk about it later. But why isn't a book of that place where it needs to be? Because what you do is, if you're not doing, and we're just talking, y'all, we're just talking, we don't know what he's doing, but if he's not placing some of that where it needs to be. Why rely on the people who are already struggling to do this? Yeah, just because I come to church, just like you said, okay, if you come to church, you get a word, you feel enriched, you feel empowered. But if you don't have nothing to give, so what? I'm coming to church to get a free word, so now I should feel shitty because I couldn't give?
No, I'm not saying feel shitty. You just don't give. If you feel shitty, you feel shitty because of who you are, where you are in your spiritual walk. That's you. You have to deal with that. I'm not saying that you need to feel shitty. I'm also saying that you don't need to get your ass up and walk around so that you can prevent yourself.
I'm out of there. Got to go.
You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not. No, I don't think that. I do not think that.
It's just happening, man.
I'm just listen. We need to transition because we can stay here.
Oh, hell.
We got another church boy.
Man, listen, I don't know. You starting this one.
We got another church boy.
I'm just gonna take me a shot. You don't have to, but I'm just gonna take me a shot. And I'm sorry because
I don't want to stay on this too long because we already know. I think the reason why I don't want to stay on this too long is because I think that we know. I think that this video that was sent to me that is trending now. I think that video was that video is old. I think it was in mid 2000s.
Yeah, it's old now, but it's
mid
trending again. Yeah,
but it started trending again, and I think it may have started trending because Bishop Yvette Flunder, was preaching and had preached on this thing. So this is what I'm thinking.
Let's do this before we even go into this. Just give us a quick little breather. Let's go through some of the comments.
Okay.
Let's go through some of the comments. Let's see what some of these comments saying. Y'all dropping them, and I'm sorry. Okay, so moderator, do me a favor. Go up.
Yes, Miss Montgomery. So Q is clearly a heathen. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Let's do this. Go. Let's go up to. Okay, let's do that. I'm glad you brought up the economy because in this raggedy economy, they should be offering to pay members' bills.
That's right.
They lost their jobs. Completely agree.
I think that the church should be offering stipends to people who really need them. I think that people who are living in this economy, if they're having trouble, they should be able to go to the church and say, hey, I need some help with this bill or whatever the case may be. And I don't think you should have to jump through hoops to do it either.
See.
I don't think that you should jump through hoops to do it. I remember
you already know how that works.
I remember a friend of mine's kitchen burned down and he needed to replace some things in his kitchen. Mm-hmm. And he went to the church to, and he was a faithful tither. He's one of those people, faithful tither. Faithful tither.
Faithful.
Had to send this man through hoops to try to give him money. Through hoops. And he was a faithful tither. You need to see a return. I guess they say when you should get your return during what's it called? During get your return during taxes because you can file your taxes. You can write this stuff off on your taxes if you were given.
Okay.
If you were given that way. Hard time.
Mm-hmm.
Hard time with giving him money for his they eventually did, but took months. You queuing this up? What is this? 8 minutes long?
We're gonna look at the whole 8 minutes. No, we're not gonna look at that whole 8 minutes. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. I think I'm gonna skip. And who we're about to talk about, everybody, is Donnie McClurkin. The video that's actually going viral. Real quick, we're gonna talk about it a little bit. I don't know if I have too much to say about this, but yeah, we're gonna talk about Donnie. But what were you saying? Go ahead, because I queued the video moderator, so I got you. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Oh, we were talking about being able to go to the church and see a return there. We was looking at one of the comments here.
All right, Ms. Montgomery says, I grew up in a small church, and our pastor would direct the ushers to close the doors and not open them during prayer and offering. It is respectful of the house of the Lord.
That's right, Ms. Montgomery.
And then she said, it depends on the church. I know 2 churches in Dallas that I've attended that you do and have given back to help those in need. And then she says,
that's all we need. That's all we need.
Hey, Cassie, thank you so much, boo, for liking the video. We appreciate you. She says, well, damn, I didn't mean to do that. All right. So it says here, Ms. Montgomery has, how sad is it that we have got so far away from the true meaning of the gospel? Jesus didn't take up an offering after he preached to the 5,000. He fed them. Okay, so Miss Montgomery actually, okay, now that's not a good argument, but I'm going to back you up just a little bit. The disciples were not walking around for free. Okay, now I know that the Bible didn't talk about Jesus a whole lot, you know, and money and stuff, but that's what Judas was for. Judas was the treasurer. He collected money that were given out of the bosoms of the people as Jesus preached the gospel across the land. So that's not a good argument. We love you though, you know.
No.
But
I don't think they were on payroll either.
No, they weren't on payroll.
Them to pack up their shit.
They was in the Bible days. They was in the Bible days. They weren't on payroll.
Right. So, and the people who actually gave was given to the ministry so that they can continue the ministry. So no,
right.
Everything that they needed was provided to them.
Right.
Not monetary checks.
Right.
But they ate. They were able to sleep. They were able to do the things for ministry.
Correct.
So she is right.
She is right. But what she said is, she said that Jesus didn't take up an offering after he preached to the 5,000. No, he did not for the 5,000. But what I'm saying is that there were many instances where they were able to have to give unto the bosom, because in the Bible, Jesus paid taxes. You cannot pay taxes unless if you're gaining a return from some source. You know, so we have to be able to be wise in that. You know, I'm not saying that Jesus was going out talking about, hey, listen, if you give me $500, God gonna bless you with $50 in 30 days. I'm not saying he did that. I'm saying that he had to make money. All right, so Don, I got the video queued. We're gonna look at maybe a minute or two. Okay,
no,
I mean, we can't. That video is 8 minutes long.
We could probably do 20 seconds, 15, 10 seconds.
Do we? All right, everybody, we're gonna do the Donald McClurkin video real quick. We're gonna put it up, and just want y'all to look at it for a second. We're not gonna keep it up that long. You know, let me do this real quick. Let me do this. Make sure I got it right, because that's not me to do that, and then come on, yes, so that way everybody can see it. All right, here it is. Here the video. Let's do it.
I will turn your life around. Trust me, I didn't start living until I turned 40. I didn't start living until I turned 40. Now I'm having the best time of my life because he's healed me. So my 50 is like 20 all over again. God's given me back the years that the palmer worm and the cankerworm and the caterpillar has destroyed. He's given me back the years. I need somebody to raise a praise right now.
Just a little bit longer, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And I understand. Hear me, musicians, singers, young people, all in this room. I understand. Man, I understand how it is to have a heart for God and a lust for sin.
Ooh.
I understand how it is
to
want to stay in church. The reason why you're in church now is because there's something in you. You're not crazed. You're not wayward. You're not that buck wild. The reason why you're in church is because there's something in you. But you also know that while there's something in you for God, there are other people in church that appeal to your lust.
Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Yeah, we do that one. That's enough of that one. Hey, Cassie. Hey, you, what's up? See you in the morning. See you in the morning. That's one of my girls that's going to be on in the morning for What Do Women Really Want. So, go ahead. Do you need to take a shot?
I don't need to take a shot.
Yeah, because after this, we're gonna take a quick break after this, and when we come back, you know, we'll finish what you got over there.
Listen, we're gonna lift up Donald McClurkin. Donald McClurkin has we're gonna lift him up in prayer. Continue to make sure that brother is blessed by God. This was an old video. I think Bishop Thunder had brought this back out because people are still, there are still people in the church preaching against homosexuality and also trying to have homosexual sex with people who are in the church. So that night, I believe that night, he offered his telephone. He offered his room key. If I'm not mistaken, this is the story. He offered his room key to somebody who was there, who preached there when he was preaching, but then to come to his room, and and the person told Bishop Flunder about that. I hope I'm getting the story right.
Allegedly, we're gonna say
This
allegedly.
is all allegedly.
We're gonna say allegedly.
The guy told Bishop Flunder about it. Bishop Flunder asked the guy for the key to the room, and Bishop Flunder actually went to the room and confronted said person about how they can preach a sermon like that and then want to lay and have homosexual sex with someone who was actually at the church. To hear him preach that, which and how of an oxymoron that is, and you're leading people astray and you're not living in your truth. So that's what's trending. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that because Donnie has since said that yes, he struggles. He is now, I believe, living as free as he could possibly live as a pastor of a church and as a man of God or whatever the case may be. So there's no secret that he has had these struggles, but we haven't heard anything post that since then. I think she was just making an example of what's going on still in the church now today. She used that as an example.
So I guess obviously I'm the devil this evening. It got to be. Okay, look. Okay, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, you are absolutely right. I don't know why this video is trending again. It really absolutely makes no sense to me. But this is what I want people to understand. And I'm gonna be done with it, and we can move on. We get a break right quick, and fuck it. After that, okay.
Man, we got to get to Jasmine Crockett, man. We got to get to this.
I don't understand this concept. Okay, first and foremost, I don't understand the concept of any man or woman preying on children in church and continue, because I believe it's story.
We don't know that that was a child.
Well, no.
That was an adult man.
No. He said since he was 8 years old. I don't believe that he was talking about somebody that was his age messing with him. He said he was looking for the love. He said he was looking for the love in other men. He didn't say children. He didn't say kids my age. He said men. So my issue comes in whether he's gay or not, because anybody could say somebody is gay and they completely, because there's a such things as effeminate men, and they swear to God, that the man is gay and he's not. So there are a lot of different things. But the thing to me is that we allow this kind of pedophilia in the church, whether if it's a man on a little girl or a woman on a little boy or whatever it is, and not say anything. And then we still call on God and make gay people feel bad for the bullshit. Now, let me tell you something. I try not to talk about sexuality or not a lot. But the thing is that you cannot continue, because the shit's still happening to this day. The shit's still happening. And then, the main denominations, have these big flaming punks in their church. And the thing is, and I hope I don't offend anybody by saying that, I'm saying, but you have these big feminine punks in your church, and all of a sudden you want to condemn a whole community that's trying to get the same equality, do the same things that they're trying to do to make sure that they can have a simplistic life, the American dream, just like everybody else, love who they want to love. But then you condemn them, but you have the exact same example in your church. And you sit back and you see this, and you pay them, and you sit at their tables, and you love them, their mothers and their fathers. And then you turn around the moment that they come out, you don't have nothing to do with them. But then when your choir and shit start sounding bad, you want to call them. When your food don't taste that good because they don't know what seasoning you put in, then you want to call them. I'm just getting so sick and tired of black people turning against black people that's trying to have the same way of life that we were not only raised in, but some of us forced to be raised in, because you couldn't be this way if you was in my house. You got to get your ass out. So you have to hide yourself, you know, in order to appease mama or appease daddy. And then when you get grown, don't nobody want to have nothing to do with you, but they want your fucking recipe, or they want your money, or they want this, or they want that. I am so sick of that shit. That shit is getting on my nerve, and has nothing to do with Donnie McClurkin himself, because whatever struggles he have, I believe in all facets and in all life, that a nigga don't struggle with wanting to label another nigga. What he struggled with is his secret. Whatever he struggled with, that's what he struggled with. And that's keeping himself from being ostracized by a lot of motherfuckers who know exactly what he's talking about, but it's the mentality of what goes on in this house stays in this house. And you don't have the right, because you're going to embarrass me and your family when it comes to the things that you're supposed to not like at all. When it was a whole lot of gay shit in the Bible that we use as preachers to overlook the same things that you're trying to cover up that's in your fucking face. I'm sorry. I went on a tangent.
You did go on a tangent.
My bad.
So I think
I'm sorry.
we're gonna tie. We're gonna put a knot in this, and I think I want to just bring this on in. The Q's diatribe was not specifically about the situation that happened with Donnie McClurkin.
Correct.
He had went deeper in what has and why people are not as forthcoming, and then you have certain type of things happening in the church. So anyway, again, that's Donnie.
That's Donnie. Let's take a break.
We love Donnie.
Let's take a break. It'll be about 40-something seconds, but we take a break. You can pour up the next shot, because it's segment 2.
Clearly. Because you need, but y'all stay with us. We'll be right back.
Let me get the video, man. I got it moderated. I got you. Let me get the video. We'll be right back. Yeah, we back now.
Some of us don't come out of it. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo.
Give Q a hand clap of praise for his diatribe. Y'all pray for my brother over here, man. He really going. He had gotten very impassioned about
I was mad.
the hypocriticalness that we see in the church that would even allow someone like Donnie McClurkin to not even be able to live in his truth, to have to hide, to have to what is it called, to offer his key to someone to satisfy himself sexually, all because he can't live in his truth or wasn't able, didn't know. And I was saying in the break is that there has to be a level of grace offered to people who can't or find it difficult to live in their truth because they are part of the church. If you've never had that type of experience before, you wouldn't understand it. So anyway, we are transitioning. We have drinks now, y'all. We have drinks. We are moving on.
Salud.
Salud.
You must have pulled mine all the way to the
The
rim,
next
bro.
thing that we're talking about tonight is the most amazing sister in politics right now, Representative Jasmine Crockett
I love her.
out of Dallas, Texas. We love her to death.
Love her.
She makes them motherfuckers eat it every time.
I love it. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So this past weekend, she was at, I believe, the GLAAD Awards, right?
She's the GLAAD Awards.
She was at the
yes.
GLAAD Awards last weekend, and she let that rolling motherfucking Greg Abbott
Yes.
have it from the pulpit.
I
And
love
not
it.
only did she let him have it from the pulpit, not only did she let him have it from the podium, she doubled down on it because they called her into a session today.
Oh, yeah?
Called into a session, the Republicans did, called into a session today, and she stood on business. I was so appreciative that she was like, y'all already know that that's not what it is, and y'all know the shit that he causes in Dallas. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all full of shit. Don't pull me up in here. She had journalists from PBS, from PBS and some other platform to ditto what she said about what is really going on about censorship. They're trying to censor her because of what she said about Greg Abbott.
Right.
When Trump has literally displayed in action how a journalist who has a disability, he spoke it and he did some type of gesture like this the first time that he ran.
Right.
But she said
Right.
something about Greg Abbott because he has a nickname Hot Wheels. And they thought that was a jab at his disability, but it wasn't a jab at his disability. It was a jab at his politics because she called him a hot ass mess.
That's right.
She called him a hot ass mess, and he is a hot ass mess.
He's the devil. He's the devil. Now, why do I get a feeling? Why do I something when we were talking yesterday about what we were going to talk about on the show, and we knew we was going to talk about Hot Wheels ass. I got something in my brain like he's going to run for president. I think he's going to run for president. Let me tell you why. Because he will fit the fucking mold of the next type of bullshit. I promise you he fits it. He has a disability. But
he's a demon. He's a devil.
Yes.
And people tend to believe or tend to want to think that people with disabilities are not shitty people.
Exactly.
People with disabilities are human beings. That's first and foremost. People with disabilities can be shitty people too.
Yes, they can.
And we literally witness every time this motherfucker rolls himself into Congress in front of a camera with the bullshit that he pulls. People with disabilities can be horrible people.
Yes, they can.
They are human beings first. So yes, we can give them some type of allowance, right? However, if it has to do with their disability, but not in the way that they practice politics.
Right. Exactly.
Period.
It's the laws that have been able to pass in the state of Texas. You would think that there were no Democrats at all. I mean, I really honestly, it is definitely true what they say. Everything's bigger in Texas. I agree with that wholeheartedly because the way that the White House Congress looks, Texas Congress looks. It's always been that way. But Texas has always been primarily Republican. And I said this. Now I'm just gonna pick your brain for a second. I said I was gonna say this publicly when we want to talk about Jasmine Crockett. Now, one of the congressmen that was a Republican, I saw this on Fox News. Them assholes, they were saying that if the Democrats want to see true suicide, they will go ahead and let Representative AOC and Jasmine Crockett run for president, vice president, because it will be definitely Democratic suicide. Right? Check this out. Now, I agree with him. That will never happen. Those two will never get elected. I've always said that America, no matter how much qualified former First Lady Hillary Clinton was, no matter how qualified former Vice President Kamala Harris was that America will never hire a woman to sit in the top seat. It will never happen in our generation. We'll probably be dead and gone, and our children's children may see that shit. But here it is. What if we, as a people, now I don't know how this gonna work. Now I'm picking your brain. We need to start our own party. We have the Libertarian Party out there, the Independence Party of America. We have, I think it's one party about the green people, you know, so I'm sorry, no offense, you know, people who believe in just conserving specifically energy related sources. They do not live using electricity. You know, we have that party and there's another party out there. But why as Black people don't we have our own party? If history serves me correctly, now I may be a little bit rusty on my U.S. history, but the Democratic Party was one of the most racist parties in America at one point in time. Okay, now up until Abraham Lincoln. So when you look at things like that, why don't we have our own fucking party? Why we can't call it the Harriet Tubman Party of America, or why can't we call it the Civil Rights Party of America, or whatever the fuck it is? Because I'm so sick of us trying to fit in these veins that we don't belong in. What do you think that could happen? I mean, no. You don't think we can do that?
No.
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 Okay. Why?
I don't think that we can. I don't think that would ever happen for us because we are too divided as a people. First of all, slavery did many things to us. Mm-hmm. But one of the biggest things that it did to us was make us divisive within our own race. So, as I said before, and I will always say this, we always talk about how Black people are not a monolith.
All right. Okay.
Black people love to say that we are not a monolith. We love to say that shit. But the true monolith is white supremacy. Mm. You will never see anybody never say that white supremacy is a monolith. But we were done so bad during slavery, making us divisive towards one another, that is now in our DNA.
Wow.
So we could never have a party of Black folk supporting Black folk on Black shit all the time.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Okay.
Did you not see those ignorant motherfuckers in the White House supporting Trump? Yeah. Standing on that type of business?
Right.
When he when literally has shown blatant racism. And that's just a small fraction of us as a people and how we steadily support the monolith with his white supremacy.
Okay.
So I do not believe I will never believe that until there is a great showing, and we definitely couldn't call it the Harriet Tubman. Are you crazy?
Oh yeah, you might be right. You might be
the type of abolitionist that she was.
Exactly.
Absolutely not. That's we are crying out to be like wiped off the face of this fucking earth, like they're trying to do now with our history.
You're absolutely right.
So no, I don't think that we could ever really have a party because it's we're too divided.
I had this conversation with one other person, and she said the exact same thing. We're too divided as people.
Too divided as a people.
We have so many different things and so many different belief systems now. Than back then, everybody believed just about the same.
But
thing.
And also you have to kind of understand, like a lot of Black folk were Republicans back then because they literally believed in pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
There you go.
And people were actually out doing certain things, acquired certain monetary status, and just out there. This is what we're gonna do. These motherfuckers let us free, so we're gonna get it for ourselves, or whatever the case may be. But what they did not understand, that on the flip side of that, you remember they had motherfuckers to go right back to their masters when they were set free. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do. So they went back and said, "Listen, I'm glad that we're free, but we really don't know what to do." So you have more of them then you have those who have decided to pull themselves up by the bootstrap, and that is still planning our DNA.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Jasmine Crockett is definitely going against the grain, and I love her.
She let the motherfuckers have it today in Congress, man. She had journalists there from PBS and other platforms talking about journalism, talking about the real reason why they are there. You're not here because I called you. You think that I had mentioned something about this man's disability. No, you are there because you're trying to censor me. You're trying to tell these people that they should not put information out for the people. And everybody that represented a different platforms, 3 of them represented a different platform, agreed to what she said. So much so that the chair lady had to bam her gavel because Jasmine was going off saying that her your time is up. Saying that your time is up. So she wanted to really shut her down in Congress, but it was already said. And she's going to continue to, I'm hoping that, first of all, we need to protect her.
We do.
We need to protect her with all the might that we have. We need to protect that lady with all the might that we have.
Absolutely.
We need to make sure that she has an element of safety where she can continue to do the work that she is doing. And I believe that she is protected in that way. I believe that. But we need to also stand with her and listen to what she's saying, because she is not afraid to filter us the type of truth that we need to know in this particular world that we're living in today.
This climate of when Donald Trump says do something and we take advantage of it now, you can't do that because I didn't mean it that way. Yeah. What's next?
She didn't even go into it. She like skirted across that shit and told him to kiss her ass. We transitioning, y'all. Now put your seatbelts on, man.
Oh Lord.
Put your seatbelts on, because Monique has done it.
She did it again.
Monique has done it.
She's getting on my goddamn nerve, and I love her.
Monique has done it again. She has done it on somebody's death, during somebody's funeral. She hadn't been writing this shit while Tyler was actually saying what he was saying at the funeral. She had to have been penning this letter to Tyler Perry, directed solely to Tyler Perry, while he was eulogizing Angie Stone. Let's take a minute. We just gonna give a minute aside to Angie Stone. She is one of my most favorite artists in the absolute world. So we're gonna take a moment of silence for her, and we're gonna come back and rip Monique another ass. All right, we are back.
I love Angie Stone, man. Her legacy of music, you know, the way that she carried herself, you know, even on the R&B divas, which in my opinion,
she was always a lady.
She was always
always the one that was like pulling them together.
Right.
She actually I think she left the show because they kept acting like some goddamn fools.
Because they act like fools.
She actually left the show.
I miss Angie Stone because I think she was trying to work on a new project.
She was working on a new project.
And I think that it would have been phenomenal. Maybe if they could still fix it like they did Aaliyah, you know, and drop one of them, you know, just give us something. But talking about Monique's, you know, Monique, listen, if you ever see this, somebody tag her in this. We love you, like for real. We really do. I do. You know, I appreciate your comedy. You know, I appreciate, you know, your talents that you've given, the fights that you've had to fight, you know, and the way that you actually feel, you know, and even in such saying that you were wronged in many ways. However, to pick that specific moment,
hear that deep stuff?
To pick that specific moment is not the time to do that, because at the end of the day, just like you said, we probably couldn't have a party of Black people, Black leaders that can lead us into a revolution of fairness and equality. We are still divisive. Why be divisive on your sister's homegoing? You know, you say that Angie Stone's your sister. You know, you love your sisters. You love what she say, hey, auntie babies, or whatever she said it is. But you continue to create an issue with a black man who is not concerned about what anybody says. Everybody said a whole lot of shit about Tyler Perry. And we've even said some things on the show about Tyler Perry, you know, and don't get me wrong. I don't agree with everything that maybe he has done or maybe even said or maybe how he even behaved. However, the case may be, he is still our people. And when you look at the fact that you decide to go ahead and do the shit that you do in a moment that we are grieving all people who knew and loved Angie Stone to the core, you know,
yeah.
it's wrong and it's divisive.
Mhm.
And that's one of the reasons why we can't really pull together, because you trying to get an apology out of a man that's not gonna ever fucking give it.
Literally had to be confronted with the bullshit that you pulled when you penned this letter to Tyler Perry, telling him, you know, you appreciate what you said about Angie Stone, but he owes you. He don't owe you a goddamn thing.
Not a damn thing.
He don't owe you shit.
Not a damn thing.
Because what he gave you wasn't good enough for you.
Mm-hmm.
And what he gave you, you then put it out, have other people listening to it, you know, steadily trying to shit on his name. And the more you shit on his name, the more he make movies and cast motherfuckers in movies that should have been your part.
Should have been yours.
He literally playing in your face. What's this new show? What's the new show that he got out, that Tyler got out? That's kind of like
Beauty in Black?
Beauty in Black.
Oh my God, I love it.
There's a woman in that show that is definitely supposed to be Monique's part. The owner of the manager of the strip club. That is Monique.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually,
definitely should be Monique's part.
Monique could actually play, no disrespect, because y'all know I love me some Debbie Morgan. She could play Debbie Morgan's part.
Monique could play Debbie Morgan's part too. He's steadily casting people that should have been you. So he playing in your face and don't give a shit about what you. Because listen. So Monique did Precious in 2009.
Was it 09? Oh,
2009,
wow.
Precious came out. After Precious came out, they wanted her to promote Precious. We all know the story. Whatever. She said no, they wanted her to pay her, blah, blah, blah. She didn't, what she really was saying was, y'all didn't pay me enough for this movie. Yes, I signed it. Y'all signed the check. I took the $50,000, but y'all didn't pay me enough for that movie. So y'all won't pay me to promote this movie.
Mm-hmm.
They said, no, we're not. We're not paying you to promote this movie, because what you're getting on the back end and the idea that I believe Oprah puts your name in for the Oscar, bitch. Let me tell you something. Monique killed that fucking part in Precious.
She did.
She absolutely killed. Monique deserved that Oscar.
She did.
But she's not the only one that could have done that.
Yeah.
I stand on that. There could have been other, she did it, but there could have been other people, other Black women who could have turned that role out too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not taking that away from Monique. She did an excellent job. But bitch, somebody had to put your name in there. Mm-hmm. And they was telling you, hey, you're going to get this on the back end. I'm letting you know you're going to get this on the back end. And now, of course, but that's Hollywood, right? So that's the Hollywood game. Monique, Tyler, Oprah, and Lee was playing a Hollywood game. That's just what it was. Monique claims to wanted to do something different, right? She wanted to do something different. So she said no, she wanted to pay for that. So they decided not to. Okay, don't fuck with her no more. Precious in 2009. The next time Monique worked was in an independent film called Blackbird. That was in 2014.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Monique had already done dozens of movies prior to that. So she was already a multi-millionaire.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She was already a multi-millionaire. Blackbird came out 2014. I didn't like her role in 2014. They could have got somebody else to do it, but hey, people fuck with Monique. They feel a certain way that she did wrong or whatever the case may be, so they put her in Blackbird, right? Okay. And then Monique was cast in Bessie. I think I was talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Monique's character, what's the singer name? I can't think of her name right now, but Monique played Ma Rainey.
Ma Rainey. Ma Rainey.
Monique played Ma Rainey and Bessie and killed that fucking part. She deserved another fucking Oscar. She deserved another Oscar. She killed Bessie. Here we are again. People fucking with Monique. They putting her back in movies. Queen Latifah say, listen, I need you to come and play this character. We gonna work this out for you. We gonna work this out for you. Yeah, Bessie. And then she did Almost Christmas. Funny as shit in Almost Christmas. Shit. Monique is working.
Funny as shit. Funny as
Monique
shit.
is working, right? That's 2016. Right?
Yep.
So she mad again because ain't nobody fucking with her, I guess. Right? 2016, then she goes into a lull again as far as work is concerned. But Almost Christmas did crazy money. She was excellent.
She was.
But guess what? Oh boy, that produced Almost Christmas also said that Monique could be, difficult to work with.
Wow.
So now that was in 2016. Here we are in 2023. So that was another lull because, of course, she believes that she was blackballed. But you have a big part to play in this shit too.
Got to.
Right?
It's not just
ain't nobody just out here making you look like shit if you ain't add to it. Everybody ain't gonna say the same thing about you, sis.
Exactly.
Everybody ain't gonna say the same thing about you. That's just how I feel about it. 2023. So from 2016 to 2023, it was a lull. She did the reading.
Yeah.
I think that's. I don't know. Is that Lee Daniels, the reading?
Maybe.
I don't know who did the reading, but the Deliverance was Lee Daniels.
Deliverance was Lee Daniels.
Deliverance was Lee Daniels. The reading, I think the reading was her. I think she produced the reading or something like that. Her said she produced the reading.
But Deliverance wasn't that before the reading? That was after?
That was after the reading.
Okay.
So this woman is working.
Mm-hmm.
Her last movie was last year, which is The Deliverance, which I loved her in Deliverance. She was funny as shit. It was great. It was good to see her, whatever the case may be again. So she had some lulls in her career, but she has never not worked. And she's in BMF.
Wow.
So 50 Cent actually went online and said, listen, man, we need to put this woman back to work, blah, blah, blah. He fucked with Monique, he put in BMF, whatever the case may be. There are people out here, this is what I'm getting to, y'all. There are people out here that fuck with Monique. Monique need to fuck with people who fuck with her.
Exactly.
And this is a lesson to all of us, for all of us. Fuck with people who fuck with you. Those who don't fuck with you, don't fuck with them.
God damn it.
Period. That is it. Like, seriously. At the end of the day, here it is ago. This is 2009. It is now 2025, and you still begging for an apology and recompense from a man who literally does not care.
Don't care.
He don't care. He don't fuck with you at all. And let me tell you something else. I wouldn't fuck with nobody either who stood on stage multiple times and told me to suck their dick.
Exactly. What's next?
I'm trying to figure out who you waiting for, because you told me to suck your dick, because you can't possibly want me to apologize to you. So y'all send y'all loving prayers to Monique. Hopefully she will find some type of closure about this particular situation. But at the end of the day, y'all drop y'all comments down in here if y'all think that Monique still has the right to ask Tyler Perry for an apology or want an apology from Tyler Perry. Now keep in mind, she has told this man multiple times to suck her dick and has said it on stage.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
She has took the audio that she recorded of him saying, he did her wrong and he should, make good on it and blah, 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 blah. And she has exposed it, let other people listen to it, to damage his name before he could even apologize. But she still wants this man to apologize to her. And not only does, I think at one point she was wanting monies that she possibly could have made because she was blackballed.
I believe she was. But that's what happens when you run your mouth too much. That's what happens when you stay in your feelings too much about people who don't give a shit about you. When a person don't give a shit
Now,
about
but
you.
this is the thing. Like, so hold on. We put you in a movie. I just want to just look at this from a different perspective.
Go ahead.
We put you in a movie. We offer you a fee. You agree to that fee. We ask you to, hey, come and support this movie. Listen, we don't really pay for the promoting of the movie, but we can guarantee you, which it is a guarantee,
Okay.
on Tyler alone,
Mm-hmm.
even if she didn't get any Hollywood movies outside of Lionsgate,
Right.
on Tyler alone, you would have made that money back. It only take one. He could only one movie.
Just one.
You would have made all that money back,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And then and would have still been gainfully
Say,
employed.
listen.
Gainfully.
None of this. So we're not gonna pay you for that, but you're gonna get that money on the back end. Come promote this movie, man. We'll give you this, that, and the other. What she was looking at is like, now these motherfuckers got money, they can pay for this. And then of course her husband was videoing that.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea that her husband was videoing that, you know, she really felt, because she listens to her husband. And I will punch any bitch in the face to say that Monique should listen to her husband. That is her husband.
That's her husband.
She calls him daddy. She says that he raises her. So you have to respect that woman and her relationship with her husband. So if her husband is saying, listen, babe, this is why we're supposed to do it, she's supposed to do it. She's that kind of woman. She's not a woman out here that's not listening to her husband. And I hate, I promise you, people that say that she need to get rid of her husband, I think that is the weirdest shit ever.
You think that's the weirdest shit?
I think that that's the weirdest shit ever, because that's that woman's husband. And we don't need to tell her that. That's her husband. It'll come to fruition.
But that's what we do. Like the same situation with, what's her name? The escape girl. What's her name? Not, was it Tasha or was it Toya? What's her name? Huh? Say it again. You want to put something up?
No, I thought it was coming.
I wonder.
Oh no.
Yeah, I wonder about, Miss Montgomery said a comment. I wonder about the issue between her and Tyler. It's almost as if there's something personal behind it.
It is definitely personal.
Oh, it's personal.
It is definitely personal. That man said that he was going to apologize to me. He was going to make it right, and he did. At least he did in a time frame that I thought that he should.
Exactly.
And when he didn't do it in the time frame that I thought that he should, I got on stage and I told him to suck my dick. And not only did I tell him to suck my dick, I told him, Lee, and Oprah to suck my dick multiple times. She has said that in different settings. And I don't understand how you think that is going to garner you.
Tasha Scott. That's her name. Tasha Scott.
Tasha Scott.
Escape. Yeah. You know, she did the versus thing, the versus challenge or whatever, or that Chris Brown started. That's his song or whatever.
Yeah.
And she did not the versus challenge, but the residuals challenge.
Yeah. Listen, if she pinned that piece, I was like, absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
She did.
Yes, ma'am. Listen, that is the way you take responsibility in your shit. Now, of course, you know, Tasha still kind of got that, whatever.
Yeah,
she has her own feelings behind that too, which are warranted. I'm not saying that Monique's feelings are not warranted, but the way how she wrote that piece in residuals, I was like, absolutely.
She did that,
Absolutely.
you know, and she took the time to say, you know what, hey, what y'all was saying was either right or I expressed my feelings about it, whatever. And what happens is that it creates some kind of bridge. Yes, there's still, because I think Tamika went on and she said, my sister didn't say nothing to me about that or whatever. No problem, whatever. It created a conversation.
And she knew how to
have.
And she did it through music.
And she did it through
She
her
was creative
vein.
about it, and she did it through music. Monique has the ability to do several things.
Exactly.
And she could have been creative about it, but she has continue to be nasty about it. So anyway, I don't want to talk about her no more, but I will talk about her again if she do some more fuck shit. If she do some more fuck shit, absolutely, man. So anyway, we're gonna hope that there's some healing energy that happens for Monique, even though she is reluctant to receive it because she wants to be right in this situation. And a part of the idea of being right is that you don't accept when you were wrong.
Let me tell you what the medicine that she needs. The medicine that she needs is shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, why continue to poke a horse that's not gonna move? Shut the fuck up. It's not gonna work.
And you know what else I think too? I think that she wants it to continue to stay in people's minds, but at the end of the day, how many movies has this man done? How many black women has he supported that said that Tyler has given me more money than Hollywood?
Yep.
So since everybody's, and she said this too once before in the interview, everybody's experience with Tyler Perry is not your experience.
It's not yours.
Tyler Perry has Black Hollywood on lock. Can put anybody to work.
Yes, he can.
He chooses not to put you to work.
And my thing is shut the fuck up because you don't need him. You don't.
She really don't.
You don't need him.
You don't.
You don't need
There are
him.
people out here. Listen, you was invested with one of the biggest stars that we know, Queen Latifah. Come on, man.
Exactly. You don't.
Come
you don't need
on.
him. You don't need
50
him.
Cent is huge in television right now. You don't need Tyler. You don't even need an apology from Tyler. Fuck with people who fuck with you. We are transitioning now, y'all. We are transitioning. Send Monique some love, please.
Thank God.
Nia Long put her hands on Sherri Shepherd, turned her around, and said, "Bitch, you've been shading. You've been shading me."
I love
Swooped Sherri around, swooped her around, and said, "You've been shading me on your show." Sherri said, "No, not you. I love you, Nia Long. Not you." She said, "Yeah, it was you, ho. I'm coming to see you."
You know, it's crazy though that it seems like I love Nia Long. I've loved her forever.
They say Nia is little. Sherri is little. They say Nia is smaller than shit.
But I love her.
Absolutely.
I love her. I mean,
she's such a lady.
She's beautiful. She's sexy. She is always just been a great actress in anything that she's played in, which I think she was kind of typecast, but that's none of my business because whatever. But Nia Long is like one of my favorite actresses. Sherri Shepherd has come a long way. She's always been this woman who has been upfront.
Always been funny.
She's funny. She does things in a way that's like, oh, I would have never thought that she could do that. And she proved Hollywood wrong. She proved them wrong. She didn't even think that she could stand up on The View the way that she did. And she stood her ground in everything that she believed in. And I watch her show. I like her show. And I have never seen her say anything about Nia Long. The only drama Nia Long has had was with her half-sister, Samore. So we know that hopefully she's gone by now.
And her divorce.
And her little her divorce.
And her divorce, but Sherri did say, "Hey, you know what? I stood up for you. I stood up for you even with that." So it's very interesting. Anyway, this is gonna be a short because we need to cut this down. I need to go.
Yeah, because it's hour 33.
It's hour 33. Okay.
Yeah.
So look, Sherri said, "I've never done that to you, but you can come on my show and we can talk about it."
Exactly.
You can come on my show.
Let's do it.
And we can talk about it. So I'm going to be looking for that to actually happen because if you approach somebody, touch them, swing them around and say, "Listen, you've been shading me a lot." And I'm thinking like, hold on. Don't put your hands on me, first of all. And you sit up here telling lies. You're sitting up here telling lies. So the idea that girl was a girl was able to do that to Sherry at an opening night at a play in front of other folks, a big play too. Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal in Othello on Broadway. So it's nothing but stars there.
Right.
And you come and you approach me, pull me around and say, you shade me. So it's like now it's a thing. Yeah, you need to come to the show. You need to come on the show and we need to talk about what you're talking about. Because I think you may be misinformed.
And I'm going to give you about 10 minutes of my time. Because if it was me, I wouldn't waste my goddamn time. I'm like, man, I ain't saying nothing about you.
I put your hands on me though.
That's what I'm talking about. You grab me, you know,
Yeah,
and so and my thing is, and see, you just can't invade my space like that and grab me because you're gonna make me lose every fucking thing I don't work for.
Yeah, you put your hands on me. Something is a bit wrong. Something's a bit wrong. So let's keep looking and see what that is, man. Hopefully, Neil Long comes to the Sherry Show and she is able to sit down and say, you know what, I am sorry about that. I was missing.
I don't care.
Two sisters hug out. Two sisters hug it out on television.
I don't care.
Two sisters hug it.
Just Neil Long keep making great movies and Sherry keep being a wonderful host. I don't care.
They need to hug this out.
I don't care.
They need to hug it out.
I don't care. Listen, everybody, we've been on an hour 35. Thank you so much for watching the show on tonight. Make sure you share this broadcast with all your friends, family, hoes, foes, all that good stuff. And make sure you tune in the morning because in the morning, I'm leaving this shit set up. You think I'm going to take this shit down? I'm sure not. Catch us in the morning for What Do Women Really Want? I have some fabulous guests that's going to come on tomorrow. We're going to be talking about romance on tomorrow. We're going to be talking about romance. What is going on with you, man?
I may pop in. So Cassie gonna be on there, so I may pop in.
My girl, Miss Angelica, she's gonna come in from Oklahoma. So I want to see my little sis. She's gonna be on, and then we're gonna also have on another guest. My girl, Miss Angel St. James, is gonna be on. So Angel's been on with us for the entire series. We appreciate that. Of course, catch myself and Mo. Mo and Hendrix will be on as well. So we'll see y'all in the morning at 9 o'clock. This has been Devil and His Advocate. When we coming back on, man? In 2 weeks?
We coming back on soon.
Oh, shit.
We're going to keep our ears to the streets, y'all.
It's on him, y'all.
We're going to keep our ears to the streets, y'all.
Now,
it's going to be on.
So next time we do our show, I'm saying it live, so you can't get out of it. You got to speak for us.
Oh, absolutely.
What
let me make a really, really quick announcement. Those of you who are in the Houston and surrounding areas, people know that I am a baker, professional baker, specializing in custom cakes. I am retiring the baking poet and transitioning into Soul Nada Empanada. If you follow me on all social media platforms, there is going to be information pushed out to you about what's happening with the actual business. So don't call me no more for custom cakes because I'm not doing them no more. I am focusing completely and solely on my next business venture, which is Soul Food Empanada.
So I don't get no cake?
No.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
You fucking serious?
I am absolutely serious.
No, we could have a whole ass argument.
I do have people who I can refer you to, but you won't be getting the cake.
No more cakes.
No more cakes.
You serious?
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. Bye. I got that whole ass attitude.
Peace out. See y'all in the morning.
See y'all in the morning. Y'all have a good one.